Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. Calendar with Droid Life. And we're going to take a quick look today at not your average new 2013 Nexus 7. This is the LTE version. So it just went live in Google Play this week, actually. We ordered one. This is actually the one I've been waiting for to purchase as my personal device. 32 gigs, Wi-Fi, LTE. Should work on T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, and possibly even US Cellular's LTE. I do not believe Sprint is supported. So we're just gonna basically toss this out of the box and pop in our Verizon SIM and just make sure that it actually does work. Now, of course, there are giant stickers because it's a Nexus box. So let's cut those. So there's nothing different about this device from the original Wi-Fi Nexus 7 that we took a look at when it was first announced, other than the LTE radio inside, and it does have 32 gig of storage, but you can buy that Wi-Fi version of that as well. So let's pop that out. Let me just take one look in here. There is a SIM tool, so you do get a SIM tool since there is a SIM tray and just some other sort of stuff, charger, safety stuff. Probably not gonna pull any of that out. All right, so that's what's in the box. Let's toss all that way over there. All right, so, I guess I should point out that you do also get this little package with the LTE version that does say this contains your SIM and gives you instructions on how to get on. So you essentially get, a month free data. So they'll get, I think it's like 2 gig free. So if you do buy this, you do actually get some free data from T-Mobile, apparently with no strings attached. So you can see there's my SIM card that came in the box. So again, that aside, let's just unwrap this bad boy. Unfold all of this stuff. All right, so here it is, right? It still looks exactly like the Nexus 7 Wi-Fi version. Let me just grab that just to make sure there aren't any other weird things. So Wi-Fi version up top, LTE version down here. The only differences are, looks like some extra, no, that doesn't look different at all. So you do have, though, a SIM tray. So if you can see that right there, SIM tray and no SIM tray on the Wi-Fi version. So SIM tray LTE, no SIM tray. That's it. Cameras are identical, processors identical, headphone jack in identical places. Display, still the great full HD display. Nothing changed there. All right, so what I'm gonna do, and I believe this just takes I'm gonna guess micro SIM. So micro SIM, and we'll just slide this bad boy in, assuming that's the right way. Gotta be the right way. Don't want to do this wrong. You can see I'm using an adapter on my Nano SIM from my Moto X. All right, get in there. All right, we are in. So we should just be able to power this up, assuming there's any juice left. And while it'll walk me through the whole setup process, what I really care about is that I can just slap a Verizon LTE SIM in there and get Verizon LTE out of the box. So again, same Nexus 7, same 7-inch 1080p HD display, 323 pixels per inch, 1920 by 1200. It is 5 megapixel camera on the back, 1.2 megapixel front camera, dual stereo speaker, surround sound. You do have that Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 Pro. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can skip this. Actually, and you can already see maybe up there, LTE. So it looks like I'm on this. Let's go ahead and skip. Yeah, so it says you may incur data charges. No, let's skip you as well. Not now. Sure, track me, Google, Kellen. Yep, let's do it. Setup is complete. All right, so again, let's take one more look at that. LTE, you've got blue bars, so it should work. So if I go into Chrome, and let's not sign in at this moment, thank you, Chrome. And we just type in Droid Life Go. You can see I've got data. And we can load up Droid Life. So Verizon LTE works perfectly on here. AT&T will work as well. T-Mobile will work as well, obviously, because they're selling T-Mobile SIMs with it. Again, I don't believe Sprint works. US Cellular may work, but really it's AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon are the three big ones that work with it, but it should work with a whole bunch of bands. In fact, it supports bands 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 13, and 17. So you're looking at a lot. Also, I should point out that with Verizon, there's no fallback onto Verizon's 3G network. So if you run into an area where you don't have LTE, you will just lose service. It won't fall back. If you have AT&T or T-Mobile and you run into an area where you're not in their LTE networks, you should just drop back to their HSPA Plus, which is also plenty fast. So anyways, again, it's just it's the same Nexus 7, you guys know. And let me just make sure, yeah, it's not running any weird builds of 4.3. It's running JSS15J. I do believe that's the most current. I might have to double check that. Anyway, it's not outrageously different, but it's 4.3, Nexus 7. So yeah, if you guys have any questions on this, we'll probably be testing battery life. And since we haven't done our Nexus 7 review yet, where I know we're really terrible people, we'll probably do it on the LTE version just to tell you guys, you know, what battery life's like, how the data experience is, if there are any differences, you know, compared to the Wi-Fi model. So anyways, Droid Life, check us out. Peace.